Good morning, Orchard STEM School. This is Mr. Hoydick, the art teacher. Today we are going to work on our Picasso still lifes. Today we're going to add details and also find our dark areas and make sure that they are dark. You can see this is my picture from last week. And what I'm going to do is start going in and finding little extra details that I can add. For instance, right up here on the picture, I see there's an area that goes from this back of the skull area, and it goes up and around. So that would be sort of like that. And I see a crack that goes down the skull, up and around like that. I see there's a lighter area around the eye, and also I see these marks around the eye socket. And I see a crack kind of in the middle. Goes down to this dark area here. We'll take care of that in a minute. I see a dark triangle right here. Another dark area right there. Third dark area right there. So I can shade these in. And this area here, I want to hollow this part out a little. There we go. I want to take this triangular area. Originally that looked like a nose, but it was not. The nose is up here, which I can also darken that. I have to tell you, if you're working on the skull, and let's say you might get bored, let's go over and work on one of the pieces of fruit or the pitcher, and then come back to it. Now, over on the skull, I'm going to make the area between the teeth darker. Also, up on top there is a dark area. And this is actually a little thicker. I don't have to copy Picasso's picture exactly, but you know what? I look at it like he is the master, and if I'm going to copy anybody, it should be Picasso. I know I told you about copyright, like you can make this picture for yourself, for class, no problem. If you make it and put it on a t-shirt and sell it, there's a problem. I'll break some copyright law. But for class or for you, no problem. And you know what? I have this area, kind of comes down, and it goes up to this. But it's not as dark, but it's kind of dark. Now, if we're working with pencil, we can hit this with a really hard pencil. If we want to use some marker or Sharpie, we can go in and make these areas very dark. Let's see here. There's actually a gray triangle right here, which may be the background. It's located right here on the picture. I want to make this triangle a little bit bigger, and it's going to be white. It actually goes to there. And I believe the white areas are tablecloth. There we go. You know what? Up here, I'll make this just a little darker. Just to hold a little bit more shading. The horn actually has two areas, one shaded darker and one's a little bit lighter. So this area will be the dark area of the horn. And this area here will be a little bit lighter. There we go. That's starting to look nice. The other horn also has a dark area, but it is on each side of it. The middle of the horn's a little bit lighter. Like so. All right. And now the eye sockets too. I noticed that there's a darker area in the eye socket, all on the outside. The middle of the eye socket's a little bit lighter. And also, let's make a little bit of dark around there. Yeah, there we go. Sketch out this dark part a little bit more. And I noticed there's a little triangle that goes up. There we go. Let's do that other eye. And then you can see, if we outline all of the skull, no, you know what, this part right about there. Maybe even higher. Right about there. Yep, that's what I'm happy with. And then we have a lighter area here. And a darker area there. Alright. Moving on, I see a dark part on, I think this is a window frame. We talked about that last time. Also the shadow underneath. And Picasso made triangular shadows on this artwork for the most part. Now we're not going to worry about these areas here yet, although over here there is a probably part of the window, and it actually comes down to about here. Make it thicker, and there we go. So what do we have over here? This is going to be the green part. Here's the white part. Here's the table. We have a little bit of dark. That's the side of the table, I would say. That's right about here. And you can sketch that part in and shade it. I'll make this eye part a little darker. And there are some lines around that. Darken this a little. And a little bit of dark here and there. All right, I think this is enough for today. So what I want you to work on is primarily the skull, and let's look at the areas on the left here as well. All right, try it on your own. Have a great day. Thanks.